Hello, welcome to week 5. This is where my running all went really downhill. So as you can see, me and James went on holiday to Norfolk near the sea for a lovely 5 days. I think the first night I finally signed up to a 6-hour timed event I've been putting off signing up to. And on this holiday, I think the second day I just woke up and I felt really ill. I had the worst cough and cold, runny nose, just felt terrible. We managed to get out and do a lot of walks. We saw a Banksy, which was there. We spent a lot of time exploring just the outside world. It was lovely and spending time together. We did some geocaching. If you don't know what geocaching is, it's basically a little treasure hunt, and you find little logs and you can log your finds, and they give you a hint and a rough location. This one was quite far in the tree. The pot was a bit gross, but it was absolutely fine inside. We went to the lighthouse, which I always expect them to be red and white. This was a really cool geocache. So it has the little lifeboat man in, because Chrome is well known for its lifeboats, and Henry blogs in particular. There he is. So yeah, we had a lovely few days there, lots of walking, exploring, a nice little walk along the seafront at night. It was actually really cold this week. It's colder than I thought it was going to be. Although we did manage to fit in a trip to see the seals. There wasn't as many seals as there normally were, but just seeing this many was absolutely bonkers. So this week didn't go to plan at all. I took my shoes to do a little bit of running, because I thought, I'll do a couple of short runs, it'll be fine. No, did absolutely nothing. Just felt terrible, and it was the best choice not to. And then it was time for week 6. So I'd gone back to work. Still wasn't 100%. I was still coughing. I had a few days off work sick at the start of the week. I then went to work, and then came back for the run because I'd signed up to it and was like, even if I just walk a loop, the 2.6 miles, I'll get the medal and the goodie bag, because I paid for it. So I actually ended up doing this with Becky, who was a friend that I went on a school trip with ages ago. We hadn't really spoken much, but I did know she was into running, so I was like, hey, do you want to come do this? She's like, yeah. So we did. We ran it together. This was the start. It was quite a nice turnout. So this was a Run Believe event. They do a lot of things in Kent. It's quite a good turnout, and it was actually really sunny. So we started near the back. There we are. Just because I was in no rush. Just thought, hey, we'll do a few laps, see what happens. James came and filmed a few clips. Because I didn't feel great and I was just coughing a lot. I thought, I will film stuff, and then as I was there, I was like, nah, I'm just going to concentrate on running. And off we go into the distance. This was just a looped run around Jeskins Park. This was the last event they're probably going to do at Jeskins. So this was into the little aid station. So each 2.6 miles, 2.6 miles, you ended up in here to get some snacks. There was a good range of snacks, and honestly, I feel like that's why I do long distance running now. I was far too excited about the potato I got on my first time round. I literally got something to eat each round because it's good ultra training. So the lovely people checked us in there, and this was snacks, and they weren't even all out then. Look how incredible that was. So you can leave your drinks there if you want. I just carried my drinks with me in my running vest because more practice is good. There was this nice hill on the way up, which does mean you can get some cool photos in the middle of the two statue things at the top. But this hill didn't seem that bad until you'd done it like 10 times. Which brings me on to the fact that I said I'd just do one loop, but there's a bit of peer pressure when running with someone, and before you know it, people are like, oh, you only need a few more laps for a marathon. Oh, how far are you going? So then, before you know it, you have accidentally ran a marathon on a random Saturday where you just intended to do 2.6 miles. There's us coming in. Oh, very happy for it to be done. Did it in like 6 hours, 10 minutes or something. It was my slowest. But did it. It's pretty chuffed. Pretty happy with that. But yeah, probably not the wisest idea.